I'll do this and this and okay. So, as I mentioned, during my Hatching Tide video, these side contents I'm gonna start actually, using my mic and recording my reactions for. So, I mean, since I have a nice mic now, I may as well start doing it. It's the only reason why I didn't do it before. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and see if we can, get this done quickly. Duty in the sky with Diamond. The resistance troops have received intriguing information from Warlet. Which intriguing information, I wonder? Hold on, let me adjust my mic real quick. Alright, there we go. I wasn't expecting to see you here, considering all that's been happening about Eorzea of late. Still, if you have a mind to assist us, we'd like to share the latest developments in Warlet. And as luck would have it, here comes the ideal person to explain the situation. Thanks, I'll take it from here. It's Guy. Oh, I thought it was a guy. Alright. It's... Why am I blanking on her name? Minago, okay. Because I'm dumb, that's who. I'm glad to see you looking so well, Kaoru. Okay, come on. If you don't remember who she is, that's... It's been too long, Minago. Yes, it certainly has. I haven't seen you around Roger's Reach much lately. Anyone would think you're trying to avoid me. It's because I haven't done my gathering quests for you yet. I'm sorry. She might be Crafter. I don't remember whether or not she's Crafter Gatherer, but I skipped all the way to Kai Shear as soon as I was able. I'm sorry, Minago. But as much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I'm afraid I've got some serious business to discuss. Following the liberation of Turncliffe, it seems the people of Werlyt also have their hearts set on freeing themselves from the grip of the Empire. Like-minded citizens have rallied under the banner of the Werlyt Revolutionaries, and they aim to depose the 7th Legion that currently occupies the city. Their ranks include many former conscripts, and between them, they possess no small amount of combat experience. The only thing they lack is someone to lead them. After much consideration, they decided to turn to none other than Gaius Balsar. Of course, many would balk at the thought of turning to a former enemy, and many did, but desperate time calls for desperate measures. His reputation as a legate speaks for itself, and as most Alamegans will attest, he was a far more reasonable and pragmatic leader than his predecessor, the Mad King Theodoric, or his successor Xenos, for that matter. But most importantly, he was the one who led the invasion on Warlet in the first place. So, who better than him to take it back? After accepting their offer, he requested the delivery of additional arms and provisions from the Alamegan resistance. We've got our hands full dealing with the Telophoroi, as do the rest of our allies in Eorzea, but we'll do what we can. While my comrades see to the preparations, I've been assigned to meet with him in person. I was wondering, could you accompany me to Turncliffe? Thanks, Kaoru. To be perfectly honest, coming face to face with the Black Wolf is rather a daunting prospect, even if he has supposedly turned over a new leaf. But I'm sure having you there will make a world of difference. I believe you're acquainted with our escort, yes? Let him know when you're ready to get going. The music and stuff is so freaking loud in my headphones right now. I'm trying to readjust it. There we go. I need to get a new, I need to get a new pair of headphones now that I have this, microphone. Speak with the resistance escort, alright. I know I didn't need to fucking... Oh, well, okay, whatever. Another trip to Turncliffe, is it? Yes. Let's get this Werlyt shit wrapped up. It actually looks really nice around here. Revolutionary Commander. Many of my comrades were dead against Gaius Balthasar. Of all people, led the charge. But as I always say, if you want a job done properly, hire a professional. After all, he's already conquered Warlet once, so I'm certain he'll be just as successful a second time. So that's the commander of the place. The thing. The one thing that I'm too dumb to remember right now because he. Ah, Gaius Balthasar, I presume. I come bearing the Alamegan Resistance's official reply to your request for aid. I see. You have my thanks. Does this mean we can finally make our move? With the assistance of the Alamegans, we will soon have sufficient arms at our disposal to stand a chance at victory. But lest we forget, the 7th Legion has been conserving its strength thus far, and we must be prepared for severe casualties, such should its full might be brought to bear. Reading is hard, you guys. If our lives must be the price of freedom, we will pay it willingly. Let me be clear. We Alamegans have not forgotten that it was you who led the invasion of our homeland. The blood of our fallen loved ones is on your hands. I hope you didn't hear my chair squeak just then. Even so, the people of Warlet chose you to lead the revolution, and we will honor their decision. I only hope they will not come to regret it. As do I. Should I be found unworthy of their trust, I shall submit to their judgment, in whatever they may entail. Ugh. Forgive me, but might we return to the task at hand? First, I would like to discuss the transportation of supplies from Alamigo. This way, if you please. Once again, I prepare to lead an army into Warlet. The irony is not lost on me. It is a cruel twist of fate that these people, so desperate from years of oppression, should turn to their conqueror for salvation. For most of my life, I believed that only the Empire possessed the strength and wisdom to lead mankind. That only through great sacrifice could civilization hope to thrive. Reading is not fun. Reading is not fun. And so, I led the conquest of Eorzea, forcing the doctrine of Garlemald upon the ignorant and uncivilized. In every territory, I sought out those with the potential of greatness. without regard of one's birth or circumstances, that they may serve the Empire. But there are those, such as Valens, who see being born Garlean a virtue in itself, one above all others. To think that a monster such as him should be granted the position of legatus and everything that entails, it makes my blood boil. Valens brings shame upon our homeland and makes mock of the ideals it once stood for. By my hand he shall pay for his foul crimes. We're running out of time, Gaius. We have to go after her. There's something I would show you, but not here. Come with me. Trying to differentiate voices is really hard too, guys, because I don't have that much of a vocal range. But I think it's boring if I read it in my regular voice that I'm talking in right now. And I can't do accents either because accents are... I feel goofy when I do accents. Why did Allie have to keep this all a secret? We could have helped her. You must keep this to yourself. I do not want soldiers to think I am being distracted by personal matters. This letter was found in her room. Dear Father, I am sorry for leaving without saying goodbye, but the thought of Alphonse suffering alone is more than I can bear. For his sake and for the freedom of Warlet, I have decided to take matters into my own hands. I know of a way to save them, a way to end it all. I have to seize the chance before it's too late. My mind is set. Please do not try to stop me, Father. The days we spent together were the happiest of my life, and no matter what happens, nothing can take that away from me. With all of my love, Allie. She is heading to the 7th Legion's stronghold in Warlet. I am certain of it. Taking matters into her own hands. She must be planning to take control of one of the weapons. If so, there's no time to waste. We have to mobilize our forces and save Allie and Alphonse. I want nothing more than to save them, but I cannot ask the Werlyt revolutionaries to risk their lives to rescue 2 Imperial soldiers. In any case, if we were to rush into battle without adequate preparation, the 7th Legion would tear our partisan army to shreds. And as capable a warrior as Kaoru is, if she were to charge headlong into the heart of the enemy, she would be overwhelmed by sheer numbers. But if we don't do something, Allie and Alphonse are as good as dead. I know Severa. And so did Allie when she wrote that letter. Returning alive was never part of her plan. Ooh, link shell. Can you hear me? I'm in Warlet, just outside Castrum Collinum. All hells have broken loose. There was an enormous explosion, and through the smoke and flames, I saw what appeared to be another weapon. At this rate, the entire... Confound it. We have lost the signal. That must be what Allie spoke of in her letter. A way to end it all. Alphonse and the others were planning this from the beginning. To bring the weapon project to completion and use it to free Werlyt from the Empire, even at the cost of their own lives. If the revolutionaries were to hear of that a weapon has been released upon the Imperial headquarters, they would see it as a perfect opportunity to strike. If it's running amok, it may not distinguish between our allies and the Imperials. A large force would draw too much attention, but the three of us should be able to get close enough without it noticing us. I need to turn it down, it's really loud in my headphones. There we go, that should be a little bit better. What will he say? Yeah, that should work. Between us, we'll find a way to save them. Alright. Between us, we'll find a way to save them. I cannot allow it. This is my burden to bear, and I shall bear it alone. Rest assured, I have every intention of making it alive. I'll have you know my record for surviving dangerous missions is impeccable so far. Huh. Rest assured, I have every intention of making it out alive. I almost said no intention, because I'm so stupid. Oh. Very well. For the time being, I will have the revolutionaries stand by and await my signal. An opportunity to reclaim Werlyt may yet present itself, but we must first be allowed to remove the threat of this new weapon. Severa, have Sid ready the G-Warrior. Understood. It's so hard to, like, hear me freaking. Once your preparations are complete, let us reconvene outside the hangar. I'm really hoping that the music isn't too fucking loud, because it's like blaring in my headphones. It's gonna be a cutscene, isn't it? Yeah, cutscene. Sometime earlier in the 7th Legion's Warlet headquarters. Oh, this guy. How wonderful it is to see you again, my dear. I was beginning to think that you weren't coming back. In my impatience, I may have vented my frustrations on that brother of yours. I do hope you'll forgive me. Lord Valance, you mentioned before that the previous weapons were merely prototypes used to gather combat data within their cores. Yes, very good. I see you are paying attention after all. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, the primals they absorbed and the data they accumulated will serve a single purpose. The completion of my masterpiece, the diamond weapon. I'm gonna like overact anime as fuck with this guy. I'm gonna like channel my inner creep. But while you and your siblings were able to retrieve the necessary data from the ruby weapon before Gaius and his lackeys arrived. Sapphire and Emerald were handed to the enemy on a silver platter. Those worthless curs failed to meet even my exceedingly low expectations. As detailed in my report, I took it upon myself to infiltrate Gaius Belisar's band of rebels to reclaim the data. Yes, you have done well, my dear. My engineers have already finished feeding it to the diamond weapon. He's such a fucking creep. Then, all that remains is for me to assume my role as its pilot, and for you to release my brother and the rest of our compatriots, as per our agreement. Of course, of course. A handful of savages is a small price to pay for your remarkable talents. Even though the weapon projects revolutionary technology, allows even an untrained pilot to fight with the skills of a veteran soldier, Only the truly gifted can draw out the full potential of the synthetic Aurosite. In addition to their physical attributes and combat prowess, I require unwavering loyalty before I even consider entrusting a candidate with one of my creations. And you are everything I desire. I hate voicing this creep. I am honored that you regard me so highly, Lord Valent. However, in return for my continued cooperation, I wish to propose an extra condition to our arrangement. I request that the people of Warlet are given full imperial citizenship and the right to self-govern. My, how very bold of you. And quite astute at that. Yes, I could grant the people of Warlet citizenship, if I so desired. Unfortunately, a mere legatus such as myself is in no position to simply relinquish control of imperial territory on a whim. Come now, we both know that the weapons are but a means to an end. Your true intent is to march on the capital and claim it for yourself, correct? Once you have taken the throne, one small territory would seem a fair reward for those who played a vital role in the ascension of Emperor Valent. Okay, I'm not gonna the way I did that was not fitting. I made myself laugh by doing that. I say, for someone so sweet and innocent, you certainly drive a hard bargain. Very well, if it's Werlyt you want, it is yours. I'll soon have no need for this stinking backwater province anyways. She's so small compared to him. Man, now I kind of miss my aura. And what about my brother? Ah, yes, Alwick. Was it Alfred? Whatever his name is, you needn't worry. I've made special arrangements for him. He'll be perfectly safe, provided you uphold your side of the agreement. Excellent. Now, let's get you aboard the Diamond Weapons, shall we? Ah, one step closer to my coronation. He is a creep. I do not like voicing creeps. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I know this isn't what Father would have wanted, but it's the only way. Please, forgive me. The music is very loud. Very loud in my headset. I don't even know if my mic is like properly picking up my my voice enough to be able to hear over the music. In all of its glory. Look at it. Initiating the synthetic Aurosite system. All sensors activated. So far, so good. These are some very like lifelike animations that they're throwing in. Diamond Weapon, codename Xenos, commencing activation sequence. Behold, perfection itself! Oh, frick, I forget how to say this. Melisandria, Rykon, and Rex gave their lives. That others may live without fear. The Aurosite is taking hold. I'm just glad that you didn't have to go through this, Alphonse. But you'll have to go on without me. You and Father still must work together to... I'm sorry I can't be there at your side. This is the only way. What's that, my dear? Is there something the matter? The diamond weapon is mine. Your tyranny ends here, Valence. It's not gonna go her way, is it? Something's gonna happen and she's gonna lose control of the weapon. Hitting everywhere but where he is. Low-life filth. If you think your little performance had me fooled, you are sorely mistaken. What are you waiting for? Shut it down! Yes, my lord. Transmitting deactivation signal. Yeah, thought so. Not working, is it? It's not responding. The insolent whelp had me worried for a moment. Bring her to me alive, even if it means damaging the machine. When I am through with her, she'll beg for death. Creeper. Okay. Everybody was right. She did something very, very stupid. No, I can't let it end like this. Melisandre, Rykone, Rex, guide my hand. Alphonse, wherever you are, lend me your strength. I really hope you can't hear my freaking chair squeaking in the back. Combat sample ready. Initiating Overmind. Subject name. Overmind? What is that? Oh, I'm not gonna be screaming, because this is like 4 in the morning here and my neighbors are sleeping. This can't be. It's ignoring the shutdown signal and initiating Overmind. But how? I don't care how. Stop that thing before it brings down the whole castrum. You dead? Can he be dead? Can the creep be dead? I feel like if he's dead, that would be a little bit anticlimactic. I kind of wanted to see guys kill him. I kind of miss my aura, guys, now after seeing her. I will Fantasia back whenever I am given the opportunity. Ironworks pilot, Gaius, and Severa. Were it not for you, I suspect Gaius would have ventured into Werlyt by himself, with little more than a gun blade for protection. Thank you for persuading him to take a less rash course of action. I was unable to save Melisandre, Rykone, and Rex, but there may yet be hope for Ali and Alphonse. I always liked that name, Alphonse. Reminds me of Alphonse Ulrich from Fullmetal Alchemist. Sorry, I am readjusting things and redoing my hair because it's falling out of its hair tie. Hold on. Sorry, I had to redo my hair tie. Ready to depart. I will send for Master Garland. Why does that guy look so familiar? Oh, is it the guy that does the gunbreaker stuff? Or am I thinking of the wrong dude? I might be thinking of the wrong dude. I think I'm thinking of the wrong dude, because he's not wearing a gunblade. We all expected another weapon to appear sooner or later, but not quite like this. According to Valdolin. Sure, Valdulin. We'll do Valdulin. According to Valdulin, after it finished laying waste to the headquarters of the 7th Legion, it took to the sky. Though this has dealt a massive blow to the Imperial forces, I am certain that Ali is on board the weapon. It must be halted before she comes to harm, and for that, I need the G-Warrior and the airships to transport it. I see that one thing hasn't changed since your days as a Black Wolf. Your penchant for gigantic war machina. But if this means the G-Warrior has another chance to shine, I'd be happy to oblige. Only this time, rather than having it unceremoniously towed by airships, I have a more dynamic entrance in mind. It's gonna fly, isn't it? It's good to see you again, Kaoru. From what I hear, we have you to thank for Evelina volunteering to help the Ironworks. Since she joined the team, our work has come on leaps and bounds. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to finally put my knowledge and skills to good use. And as far as I can tell, your target is the diamond weapon, the most powerful of them all. What's worse, its design incorporates all the combat data and abilities of the other weapons, making it far more formidable than those you encountered before. Thankfully, we've had time to prepare for such an occasion. Would you care to elaborate? Let me put it like this. Thanks to Evelina's tireless dedication, the G-Warrior has been reborn. Or wait, it's gonna be the platforms, isn't it? But there'll be time to explain more on the way. Come on, the Enterprise is waiting. It's been a while since we've been in the Enterprise. Is there gonna be a cutscene? It's a cutscene. Probably gonna have to read some more. My phone. Whoa, why do I have so many messages on my phone? Sorry, I was reading something. Very impressive, but may I ask what purpose it serves? Since our objective is to rescue the pilot, we've added a means of capturing the diamond weapon. We come to save lives, not to end them. And for that reason, G-Warrior has been reborn. I present to you the G-Savior. G-Savior. Wow. I know that there's supposed to be Gundam references inside here, but I don't actually know all of them because I haven't watched Gundam. While you and guys deal with the diamond weapon, I'll be doing my best to aid in I said it and now I don't remember. Valdulin's safe return from Warlet. Hopefully he's taken advantage of the chaos to make good his escape. Alright, I need to check something because it is super loud in my headphones. Is this... I don't... Okay, one second. I don't know whether or not my microphone is picking my voice up properly. Alright, and I'm probably gonna have to sit forward for this anyways, so I may as well sit forward. Let me actually just, I don't know if that is, hold on, is this it? No, it's the other way. Left? Okay. And then, alright, that should be okay. I'm just hoping that the microphone is going to be picking up my voice properly, so... And I don't know how loud it is for other people. Let me look again. All right. Whatever. Well, we'll just have to cheese it as far as that goes. Jesus Christ! Look at this thing. Whoa. Whoa! I know that this is gonna separate in two. Like, you can already see it down the middle. So, that's gonna be entertaining. Once again, Sid and his engineers have provided precisely what we require before we even knew it ourselves. Due to the added complexity, we'll have Caius... Really? We'll have Gaius pilot while Kaoru handles the various armaments. Agreed. There will be little opportunity for us to grow accustomed to our roles, but even so, we must succeed at all costs. Alright, the cloud deck is now accessible! Let's hope that there are people online so that my queues are not super terrible. They're gonna be super terrible though, aren't they? Did I? Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. You know, this will be easier. Did I end up? I did end up. Okay. 13 minutes, oh my god. I almost wonder if I should have, like, come in as a dancer. Well, I mean, it's 4 in the fucking morning. What was I expecting? Like, what was I really expecting? Big fat tacos. That's what that is big fat tacos. I honestly have no idea at this point what I should. Oh. There's nobody on. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll keep the queue up, but I'm gonna have to do other things. It's unfortunate that like this is like one of the only times that I'm like able to stream this because I have work for the next 6 days straight, so that'll be fun. Hold on one second. So I almost wonder if I should just like, I might have to hold off on it though, because like, there's just nobody on. I always choose the most like unfortunate times to do these. Those are all for EX. So yeah, this is unfortunate. This kind of sucks. Oh. I wonder. So I mean, we got some, man, it's only been 42 minutes though, and that sucks. Well, I'm hoping maybe I should try this. Yeah. My only thing is I'm not confident enough in my tanking right now to be tanking something like the weapons. I usually go DPS for that. I don't see any party finders that are out for it. I don't know why I clicked that. Why the fuck? Yeah, I don't see anything out for it, which is unfortunate. Maybe if I put one out. Yeah, let's see, we don't even have 2 DPS this time around, so I should probably, alright, we'll do this. I think it's a... No. Is that alright? It's a raid, right? Send it to college deck, okay. It's a trial. Well, of course, told you guys it was a trial. Yeah, okay, I was double checking. First clear. New players. Welcome. You're probably gonna hear me chewing. I'm sorry, I'm gonna... Alright, so we have it up. We just need to I don't know if it's gonna fill though. So I'll give it a little bit, but I honestly don't know if it's gonna fill. Yeah, so this person's wanting us to queue, I believe. I wonder if they need us to queue. I might go slightly oh. So we got Samurai, a healer, and a dancer. Well, you didn't answer my question, so... Alright, so let's hope this goes significantly quicker. Meanwhile... maybe I should do this. Alright. We got the event talk on. Alright. And now we just have to sit here and wait for a few more people. Oh, sorry, I'm stretching. Quickly put these in my inventory. Yeah, I need to go through my retainer space as well. So I just recently went through my actual like inventory, my armory to clear out a bunch of stuff. Here we go. Some of these I need to get rid of though. Alright, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Readjust. Alright, here we go. Target in sight. Pin it. Okay. It was too fast. I couldn't read it. Threat detected. Returning fire. Oh yeah, it's Gaius who's steering, isn't it? Yeah, it's Gaius driving. It's gonna kick the missile. Kick, don't kick the baby. Kick the baby. Okay. I know people are probably waiting for me, but since I'm streaming, I'm gonna be watching the cutscene anyways, so... Nice. Hey, there we all are. Okay. I still had my shit open. There's a little piggy Lalabelle. Won't let you harm my sister. Oh, is it Alphonse in there? It's Alphonse in there. Yeah. Oh, there's, okay. Wait, whose is this? Oh, there was a second one? Oh, shit. Adamant Purge. They're going back over there. Oh! At least they don't give vulns for those. Oh, jeez. I'm not safe. Nope. Okay. Well, that's how this is working. I guess I'm just gonna stick over here. I'm gonna die. Why am I not being healed? That's what I would like to know. Thank you. Alright, what are we doing now? The true face of the diamond weapon. Knockback! Whoo! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Nice, okay. No! Question mark? Outrage. Oh, they're getting close. Oh, that's just the arena-wide vertical cleave. Arm's length. Nice. Okay. What is this? That looks like the tank buster. Gather around so that I can hit everybody. Oh, never mind. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay. You know what? Ah! Okay. Well. Oh, was I not supposed to come over here? Oh. Okay. Alright. I see you. Oh no, 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 no. Thank God. I wasn't targeting him, so I didn't do any damage. Oh my God, I hate this. This is fun, you guys. What? Okay. Honestly, I don't really have anybody to blame for that but myself, I think. I'm wondering if it has a second phase though, because there's no way this is just it. It's gotta have a second phase, right? Like maybe it goes to a second phase at like 50%? Diamond Rain. Said loading emerald weapon something. Oh no. What is happening here? I'm just gonna follow the herd. I thought that I could cheese it by myself and try to figure out the mechanics myself, but I'm just gonna... Oh no! Well, shit. I'm gonna have to, if I get that mechanic again, I'm gonna have to just like stick myself in a corner and not fucking move. Whoa! What went wrong there? Holy fuck. I should probably have some people focus targeted so that I know not to go towards them whenever I have that marker. I don't think they're gonna be able to cheese it. No, that's, yeah, I was about to say, that's a lot right there. Oh, they got one healer up. Are they gonna be able to res everybody though with just them? They got two tanks and 2 healers. Oh, but they have to hard cast raise. 3. What is this? 2. What is this? 1. Ooh, fuck. Wow. Somehow they're lasting. 2 DPS, 2 healers, 2 tanks. Oh my god. Well, I never claimed to be good at this game, and I've also never claimed to be smart, so... What happens when you take a complete idiot, like an absolute buffoon of a person, and then you put them in a game that you need actual, like, and one actual brain cell to play? I wonder. This is your result. I didn't even die from a mechanic, I literally just, like, accidentally fucking fell. Oh my gosh. These poor souls. If you can rest the healer, you might stand a chance. Oh. Okay, there's 2 towers. This one has so many, like, moving parts to the mechanics. Oh no. Damn! So I'm guessing that teleport thing doesn't actually work until, like, it shows that it works. Like, until that it's active. Like, you actually have to use it. So if you get over on that side, you're stuck on that side, it looks like. I could be overestimating it. I could be looking at it wrong. Ooh. We need to get the other healer up. Ouch. Or yeah, get the red mage up so the red mage can help res. They might need to just wipe it, like... Oh, yep, there you go. Wipe it. Just wipe it. Wipe it, my dude. I'm sorry. There you go. What? I mean, if you can avoid taking a little bit of damage, he might be able to somehow res people. Oh, slow raises though. Is he resing a tank? Okay. Alright, take two. Oh, whoops. Okay, so let's hope this time around goes a little bit more smoother. Good thing they have them marked. I wasn't doing half bad before. Oh, that red mage. Come on. Oh shit. Okay, so we have to deal with it on the platform now. Alright, I swear this red mage has died quite a few times already. I mean, I can't talk because I've died quite a bit too. And I should have saved my curing wall. It's unfortunate. Oh, I hit it at the perfect time. Like, I didn't think I hit that fast enough. I thought I was getting knocked back for sure. No! I just have one. Okay. You know what? I will take the one. Oh, fuck. I had to open my mouth, didn't I? How are you supposed to predict where the... Like, is it just you have to make sure for the indicator? Because, like, the indicators go off so quickly. I love that the people that are dead right now are the people that I recruited. If that speaks volumes. Alright, let's go ahead and try this again. Ah! My dudes! Fuck. So I'm learning very quickly not to just stand in the center like a freaking idiot. Then again, like I said, like, you take someone who owns half a brain cell on a good day, and then you put her in a game where you require at least two. At least 2 brain cells to play this game. Why am I next to the red mage that's constantly dying? What made me think that was a good idea? Oh, shit. Oh, no! What? How did that happen? How in the... Did he manage to bring somebody up before? Come on, raise, please. Thank you. Get up one of the healers. Thank you. Oh my god. I mean, if I can make it past 50%, I'll be so... God, what is this? No, you're gonna double stack me! Oh my god. No, away, away, please. I just messed up my fucking step. That's gonna suck. Alright, I'm gonna come over here and steal some escort from you. Okay. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna pop it. Oh no! What are you doing? Okay. Woo. Ah! Are they? Do they all have people in them? Okay. Good. All right, you guys. God, I have no idea how loud this is in the stream, but I just know that like I can't even hear myself think that's how loud my music is right now. Alright, I'm just gonna follow Eska for certain mechanics. Oh, fuck. Alright. That's fine. That's good. We're okay. We good. We okay. We Gucci. We Prada. How about not staying in the middle? Fuck. Take me. Alright, we got another saber dance. And then let's go ahead and do this. Ah! I'm still, like, I'm trying to, like, read the tells, like, read the moves, but it's really hard for me to, like, be able to do that and try to make sure that I'm in the right spot for these mechanics. Alright, we gotta pin it 3. Almost. No. Okay. That's fine. You know what? We are fine. No! That was like a last second thing too. Probably not staying in those when I first get res. Go ahead and do this step real quick so that I can give everybody at least a little bit of a buff. How many people did it hit? Okay, it hit enough people. Go ahead, shield samba as well. Alright. Devilment. Alright, we should be okay right here. That was actually pretty clean for that mechanic. That's nice. Hopefully if I stand right here, I'll be okay. Oh no, we have to go over, don't we? Ah! I mean, we're getting towards the end here. Thank God. Oh, fuck. I was like... Oh, God. I was trying so hard. God. No, don't leave before I'm gonna calm Eska. Because they were a trooper. Oh, son of a gun. They left before I could... Okay. Okay. Alright. So, let's go ahead and, I thought it was gonna split in the middle. Because I didn't know there was two platforms. But I didn't know that there was, I should have looked more carefully at the thing. Alright. Oh, well, thank you. I was gonna divide the party anyways. Alright. Okay. I need a quick drink of water real quick before... That took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. Yeah, that was a little bit, I've had finer moments, let's just say that. But 2 attempts isn't bad. 2 attempts is actually pretty good. Alright. Alright, let's wrap this up, my dudes. We must reach the diamond weapon before the Imperials. Oh, nothing more? Just 1 sentence. Gotcha. Gaius, a man of many words. Oh my god, I am parched. Me another drink. Where is this? Is this in this is actually Werlyt? In all the years since the invasion, this place has hardly changed. I was expecting to find some sign of the 7th Legion here, but it would appear the diamond weapon has already taken them out of the equation. Man, I miss being in Aura. I should Fantasia back soon. I pray we are not too late. Yeah, that wasn't Ali in there. That was Alphonse. I hope he's still okay. I hope we can I hope we can save him. Give a little bit of a happy ending. What am I talking about? He's probably not okay. Oh, there's Ali. Wait. That wasn't Ali in there though, was it? It said it was a male voice. Ali. Jeez. This is some really nice music playing for this moment though, I wonder if things are gonna be decent. Huh? Please, take her back to Turncliffe. I have some unfinished business to attend to. You're gonna expect a little potato to carry you back, an aura woman. Oh, don't tell me Alphonse is actually in there. He's gonna be actually in there, isn't he? Hmm. Now to learn what has become of Alphonse. He's gonna be in there. This is gonna be so upsetting. If you have a score to settle, now's your chance. Show yourself. Oh, is it Valance? You fucker. This guy, I swear. Let me break out my creeper voice again. Come to gloat, have you, Gaius? It's not over yet. Are we gonna fight as Gaius? That would be cool. If we got to fight as Gaius. You certainly have an instinct for self-preservation. I would expect nothing less from the coward who sacrificed his own soldiers to further his ambitions. How dare you speak of me, speak to me of ambitions? You are the one who stood in my way at every turn. Reading is hard, you guys. If not for your meddling, the Empire would have been mine. Mine! If it wasn't for you meddling kids. Sorry, this is not the time for that. Enough of your delusions of grandeur. Where is Alphonse? Huh. Okay, I'm not gonna do his maniacal laugh just because we get it. He's fucking crazy. He's a sick psychopath. Why? He's right in front of you. No, he is in the freaking... Oh no! I knew it. What? Once you hear the answer, you'll kick yourself for not realizing it sooner. You see, in all of the previous models, the combat data was either incomplete or unstable in some way, making their performance in battle wildly unpredictable. But then an idea struck me. Rather than using data gathered in battle, I should use something a little more realistic. Turns out that beloved boy of yours was quite brilliant. No. When he puts his mind to it. Oh, you son of a bitch. By my ingenuity, he has been reborn as the core of the greatest machine ever devised. None but the great Lord Valance Van Vero could have conceived such a marvel. Can we kill this guy already? I'm not gonna do his fucking maniacal laughter. This is horrifying. And to think that Allie came here to steal the diamond weapon to save her brother, only to find he'd already become part of it. Perhaps it wasn't the reunion she'd envisioned, but I'm sure she was grateful nonetheless. Guys, please kill him. Oh, that might also explain why Overmind activated all by itself. It was clearly an attempt to protect his precious sister. A fascinating anomaly, but I can't stand disobedience. Guys, please kill him. That such atrocities should continue unabated is proof of the rot that has spread throughout the Empire. Are we gonna get to fight as him? Your crimes are an affront not only to Garlemald, but to all mankind. And now you will die. Oh, please just kill him. It'll be very satisfying. I don't want to fight him. What the... He's gonna fight with an iPad, guys. Have you forgotten, Gaius? I've seen your data. I know your every move. Such pitiful swordsmanship is a relic of the past, just like you. This guy's gonna go all badass. Freaking Omega Galaxy Brain. Whoa. What is that? Nice. What? Terminus est? What's that? Is that what that said? But this wasn't in my data. Yes, please kill him. It'll be very satisfying when he's dead. Is he gone? Is he dead? I feel so bad that I'm just like constantly saying stuff like this without like thinking about it. But like obviously this guy's a creep. This guy's a creep. This is satisfying. He's literally getting the shit kicked out of him. Is it gonna start back up? Reactivating synthetic or a site system. Oh, he is in there and it sucks to know. This is really sad. Oh, is he gonna deal the final blow? Yes, do it. Do it. This can't be. How is this still functional? How is it still functional? Ooh. Removing memory inhibitors. Oof. Is he finally dead? No! Alphonse! What you... Alphonse! Stop this at once! Please let me go! Albert, no! Alfred? Even the names of those those sacrificed in your twisted experiments are beneath your notice. You are beyond redemption. Who are you to judge me, guys? Do you remember the names of the tens of thousands of men, women, and children killed for the sake of your conquests? I do not deny the blood spilled at my behest, nor will I run from my past. This is like a redemption story for Gaius, is what this is. That is why I fight, to prevent the wrongs I committed from being repeated. I'm not even gonna voice this because it's too satisfying to watch. You can't do this to me. I'm Felon's been far. Okay, yep, there you go. Jesus Christ! That sound was not the sound I had expected. Holy fuck. Alphonse. Oh, this is pretty. Alphonse, my son, I have failed you. Oh shit, I have to readjust myself and it's freaking loud. But this is not the end. I will see your dreams fulfilled. This I swear. I ask only that you, Melisandre, Rykon, and Rex watch over me. He's at the core, isn't he? I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. This is gonna be really sad. He's stuck in there and I don't want to see it. Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon. Give them to Allie. Watch over her in my stead. Father, I cannot go on like this. Please. Oh no. Guys, this can't get me. Oh, this can't get me. Oh fuck. Shit. Shit. I understand. Oh no, Gaius is crying! This can't get me! Thank you, I am proud to call myself your son! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, I actually am. Fuck. Holy crap. Who wrote this storyline? I need to know. Oh my god. Holy. Dude. Valdolin, if I think that's how you say his name. It's been some time since we last heard from Gaius. Is there anybody else around that I would need to know? Okay. I see. We will remain here until further notice. Let me readjust this again. If I can readjust it 50 billion different times. That was Gaius. Valens Van Varo and the weapon project are no more. Seizing the opportunity, the Werlyt revolutionaries have taken control of the city. Though they still suffered considerable losses, they have at last gained their freedom. Blech. And even with the Empire gone, for people like me, life under Imperial rule is all we've ever known. We might never be able to heal the scars left by decades of oppression. While there is hope for those who have suffered this ordeal, nothing can bring back the dead. The loss of my wife and daughter left a void in me that can never be filled. In the years since, I have struggled to find a purpose, a reason to keep on living. It is the same for Gaius. No matter how hard he tries to make amends, the children he lost are gone forever. Oh, Final Fantasy XIV is laying on the heavy shit on me again, and I'm... Oh my god. This is... I'm wondering who wrote this storyline, because it's really getting... It's... I didn't expect to get such a reaction to a side story. Like, the last few that we've had for the weapons haven't really gotten to me, even though I was, like, semi-interested. I can see how heavily the burden weighs on him, just as it does on me. In truth, it never gets any lighter. We can only hope to grow strong enough to bear it. I'm wondering, like crazy, who freaking wrote the storyline for this? Just because, like, or like, and how did it end up changing the way that it did? Because for some reason, like, the beginning of the, like, the storyline or whatever, it didn't really, like, catch me. But, like, now, like, I almost want to replay it so that I can, like, get a little bit of a better understanding. Like, I'm wondering if this is, like, available in New Game Plus, or if they're gonna make it available in New Game Plus. Because I would gladly replay it just so that I can have a better understanding. Because, like, at first I couldn't get past, like, I was, like, really into it because of the weapons, because of, like, Final Fantasy VII. Because I was a big fan of Final Fantasy VII. I played it a lot when I was younger. But for some reason I couldn't get hooked on the story all that much. And then slowly I ended up getting hooked, and I think it was last time they updated the Werlyt storyline. I actually like had an interest. I was actually curious. I was like, huh, this is a little bit different. So I'm wondering. And then this time around, dude, like the cinematography and like the dialogue and everything else was like, it felt like it was like a 180, like, because now I'm hooked, obviously. Like I was this close to like crying. Like I'm still kind of misty-eyed. What the actual, like, how did it happen for a side story? That's what I'm wondering. Like, who wrote this side story? I'm curious. I'm gonna have to find out later, and I hope they add this to New Game Plus so that I can like go over it again this time around, since I have. Okay, let's finish this up. Oh, and you get a housing. Okay, and they're all there in the back. Ah, fuck. Okay, fuck. Okay. Forever at your side. Severa is concerned for Ali's well-being. The recent events in Warlet have had a profound impact on the lives of many, many people, but none more than Ali. She's been in a state of shock ever since she's returned. We've called in Sid to see if he can ascertain what the problem might be. You see, there's a strong possibility that the diamond weapon itself is what caused Ali to close herself off like this. But for the time being, all we can do is wait. There was one other thing. Evelina came by looking for you earlier, so perhaps you could go and see her? Alright, 1 second. Yeah, I accidentally touched the lens of my glasses, so I have to clean these real quick. But yeah, I'm like wondering just how the storyline, is the game worth, or fun, I should say. For Final Fantasy XIV, yeah. Final Fantasy XIV is definitely worth it in my opinion, because there's a lot of stuff that you could do. This is literally just a side story that I've been doing. But the main story itself is probably one of the best I've heard in Final Fantasy, or that I've played in Final Fantasy, and I played a lot of Final Fantasies. Yeah, it's definitely one of those games where the more you play it, the more invested you get into it, the more that like you'll see how worth it is. Especially if you were to like compare this game to like WoW. I played WoW for like a month, and for some reason I could not like, I couldn't get into it just because of the way that the game was set up and the way that the game, it just didn't feel like it was friendly for beginners, especially someone as dumb as me, because I am pretty dumb. Like, I'm one of those people, it takes me forever to learn things. But the community was also not as welcoming as Final Fantasy XIV was. How long would it take to get to the end game? So right now you should still, like, before the next expansion, if you were to like play this game, like start now and play this game till fall, I believe is when the next expansion comes out, you should be able to get to endgame content depending on how much you play it. There are other ways that you can get through it faster by using story progression jumps, because they do sell those on the Mog Station, where you can actually just like skip different chapters of the game and get right to the endgame content, or to the expansion before the endgame content. But it shouldn't take you all that long, especially if you have friends that play the game. They can help you level your character, they can help you progress. So I've actually been playing this game for 5 years, I believe. So I've been playing this game for quite a while. as far as time goes, and I only just recently like started like getting super serious over the game, so I'm a little bit late to the party as far as like getting serious goes, but it's better late than never. Because like before, I wouldn't do side quests, I wouldn't level all of the jobs available, because like you can see like all of these jobs you can play on one character, and you can actually have multiple characters on multiple different servers. So yeah, it's definitely worth it to play, in my opinion. There's so much you can do in here, because those are just the combat classes. If you look, there's also these that are crafters and gatherers. So, as opposed to like I heard, and I see that like in WoW, you have to have another character if you want to play another class. Yeah, yeah. I played this game shortly after Heaven's Ward had come out. Like the expansion for Heaven's Ward came out, and I think I played maybe like a little bit, like almost a year after it came out, when they were doing endgame content at that time, setting up for the next expansion. So I ended up jumping on with my boyfriend and like getting through the base game all the way to Heaven's Ward, and then as soon as you get to Heaven's Ward, the story takes you. It's crazy how quick it happens. Like around Reborn, you can use as sort of like a world building expansion, where you're just like learning the basics, learning the gist of like, you know, the lore, learning the characters, because the characters inside there are inside the game are actually pretty nice, colorful characters that, you know, end up having growth and actual like characteristics that people can identify with in the end. So yeah, the story itself is what a lot of people play this for, but again, there's also like, there's a hardcore content, there's, you know, ultimate and extreme raids, like savage stuff if you're into like very hard boss fights. How many total characters can you have? I assume as many as the classes, right? So, depending on which account, like what type of subscription you get, there's 2 different subscriptions you can get. One of them, you can have 1 character on each server. But there's another one, I think it's like $4 more, where you can have 8 characters on each server. So you can have quite a bit of characters, and each character has access to every single one of the jobs here. And they're also adding 2 new jobs with the next expansion, which is going to be a healer and a melee DPS. The healer has already been announced, but the melee DPS has not. They're gonna reveal that at the Fan Fest, which is the convention that they have every year, I think, for Final Fantasy XIV. So yeah, it's it's a game that's slowly growing and growing. It's definitely worth it, in my opinion. And it's always great to see how many new players we get. So yeah, like. If you're, not only that, they have a free trial. So if you want to try the game, there's a subscription. You're telling me I gotta pay every month. It's subscription based, because this is an MMORPG. So it's like literally like on the same level as well. But there is a free trial that you can play. Yeah, so the healers in here are actually really great. I personally am not a healer main, but I did end up, if you see, I did end up leveling one of my healers, Scholar, which, actually, I'll just do this, because I know I'm in the middle of a quest, but you know what? So, Scholar is a pet class that heals. So you use fairies to heal. In the next expansion, they're going to be separating healers into 2 classes, which is going to be a barrier healer or a pure healer. Pure healers are like your white mage, and it's going to be astrologian. And then your barrier healers are going to be this class, which is scholar, and the new healing class, which is sage. So, where was I at? Yeah, so the, there is a free trial, that people are allowed to try. Basically with the free trial, you're actually given access to, you're given access to all of the jobs, I think, before a Heavensward or to Heavensward. And then on top of that, as far as content goes, you're also allowed to play up into and past the first expansion. So you're literally getting like a third of the entire game's content as far as the MSQ goes for free in this trial. So you have like a bunch of opportunities in the free trial to see whether or not this game is for you. And you can actually switch jobs at level 15, which is not like that does not take long to get to for level 15. Because for instance, I started out as Lancer, and for me, I'm more of a ranged person. Like, as you can see, my my Lancer is really all that level. But I wasn't happy with it, so I ended up switching to Bard. Yeah, so the PS5, I've actually heard it's been doing really well. It's like, this is on a PlayStation 4 Pro, and they literally just updated the graphics for not only for PC but for everybody. So, I mean, and I ended up upping my graphics in general because I have the PlayStation 4 setting on, because you can change the, yeah, see, so I have the PlayStation 4 improved resolution. And then not only that, I also have boost mode activated, I have super sampling activated, so there's a bunch of things you can do to boost your performance, but they've already like upped the graphics and the performance stuff here. Like, there's been faster loading times, there's been faster teleport times. With the PlayStation 5, they actually have a trailer showing you like a little example of the load times and how nice the quality is, because they showed it in real time on a PlayStation 5 during the showcase, the announcement showcase that they had for the next expansion. So, and yeah, the PlayStation 5 beta testing is going on right now too. So, sorry, the only problem with me is that I have questionable internet, so, which is getting fixed soon, trust me. But yeah, honestly, like, the game is definitely worth it in my opinion. I've become obsessed with this game, and honestly, I don't see it going away anytime soon, because like, this game has been out, I believe, oh jeez, this game has been out for 10 years, I believe, or something like that. It's some crazy number. And the expansion that they have going on is not going to be the end of this game. Like, they already said that they have stuff planned past the next expansion. So, and they're always adding new features, always adding like new stuff to the game. So this is definitely, if you're ever like curious or interested in this game, this is definitely the time to start trying it. Just because, like, they have big plans for it in the future. Like, the hype that came from just, like, the 2 or 3 minute trailer for Endwalker was, like, phenomenal. It was well received. And this is just a side story, too, and I almost got choked up on the writing in this quest. So, if that says anything. Alright, let's see. But yeah, there's also, like, the community is also really good too, in my opinion. Because like I said, I did try WoW for like a month or two, and I was not well received because I was a beginner. And they're constantly saying things like, you know, new game engine. That, I believe, is just a preference thing. I mean, they're always taking strides to up the graphics in the first place. So, like, because like I said, I'm playing this on a PlayStation 4, and, as far as the graphics go, it's not bad. This is actually the best graphics I've had, in a while. Because, yeah, they're constantly... Yeah, so, like, the writing in this game, just keeps getting better and better. Like, and this is, like I said, this is just a side quest. The main story, like, there have been, like, 4 or 5 different instances that made me full-on cry. Like, I have different reactions to some of the stuff on my channel. I mean, I just recently got this mic, so if you were curious to look at them, you'll have to deal with, like, their crappy mic quality. But, like, especially, like, 5.3 was, like, crazy. And then on top of that, I'm not that big of a streamer, so I usually don't actually have that many people watching. Whenever I do stream, it's kind of just like, oh, okay, well, I'm just gonna work through this, and then if anybody decides they want to show up, then that'll be nice. Oh, thank you. I wish I could, like, put out regular content, and I'm gonna actually start planning on doing it, because I do work a lot, but I do end up making content for, like, whenever this game does get updated. So, like, at least you'll be getting, like, up-to-date, like, patch content. And because I didn't actually end up streaming, like, Shadowbringers, like, whenever the expansion came out, I actually ran it through New Game Plus so that I could still have the actual story, still have all of that, on my channel in some way. So... Oh, knowledgeable is only because, like I said, I've been playing this game for a while, so it's kind of just like, I'm actually not as knowledgeable as a lot of other people in this game. This one guy that I'm friends with, he actually is a legacy player, which means he was playing this game in 1.0 when, like, Final Fantasy XIV is known for its redemption, because 1.0 was not the best as far as the release went for the launch. So they actually scrapped the entire game and rebuilt it into 2.0, which is a Realm Reborn. But only a few people for the, like, as far as the legacy goes. Yes, so there is, I will show you. So there is a New Game Plus right here. New Game Plus, you can actually replay the different expansions. So, and then these are all the different patches for that expansion. So, like, A Realm Reborn Part 1, A Realm Reborn Part 2. And then, like, these right here were the patches that were being released to set up for the next... Oop! Sorry. I don't open New Game Plus too often. This is the first expansion, second expansion, and this is the last expansion that just came out recently. They haven't added patch 5.4 yet, I don't believe, because they're behind by, like, 2 patches. But they also have, these are side stories right here that you can replay. These are the job quests that you can replay if you're into the story of them. So yeah, and they're just gonna keep updating it. And these are the gatherers, crafter side, like, so yeah, you can literally just, like, replay different parts of the game. And like I said, they're gonna keep adding to it, because, like, you can see this is stuff from A Realm Reborn that you can replay right here. into Heaven's Ward, Stormblood, and then Shadowbringers. So yeah, and then they're adding a bunch of new features with the next expansion. They're making adjustments to the job. Like, this is probably the best time for anybody to start playing. And then as far as a Realm Reborn goes, it used to be like super long, super like fetch quest-y, but they ended up like, how much did it say? They ended up cutting like a huge portion of the fetch quests and like streamlining the actual story and increasing the EXP so you can actually progress faster through a Realm Reborn and get right to Heaven's Ward. So that's the other thing that you'll find, is that the developers of the game and the people of this team in general, they actually care about the players in this game because they actually play this game. So it's like a passion project for them. Like at the announcement showcase, Yoshi P straight up said, he's like, this is a game I am actually going to put my life into. Like, I don't see myself getting like removed from this game unless the CEO tells me to stop playing this, let's stop making this game. So it's increasing in size as far as players go. So people are anticipating. So the other thing though is that if you look at right here, this is a new feature that they added last expansion as well, where you can actually like in Shadowbringers right now, the dungeons in Shadowbringers, and then past that, you can actually bring your allies, like in the story, your NPC character allies, into dungeons with you. So what this does is that whenever you have new content come out, you can actually use these NPCs to not have to wait in queues. What you can do in end game. Well, okay, so this storyline right here just got updated. This is the Star of Warlet storyline is what it's called. It's basically just it's like extra battles that you can do. I don't know if you saw, probably didn't since you came in at a towards the end of it, but the mechanics in the boss fight are rather hard. Other things you can do at endgame content, let me show you. So they have over here. So this is the feast, this is PvP. PvP in Final Fantasy XIV, I'm gonna admit, isn't the best. It's kind of just like, if you can get into it, then you'll prosper. Hello, thank you for the smiley face. They have a bunch of these, which are high-end trials right here, which are extreme versions of the trials that you can go through. Obviously, I haven't gone through them because I tried to get into extreme stuff, and it's really hard for me to do on a console. But I think that's just me as a skill skill level. Like, I tried, I just can't big brain too much. And then they just recently, alright, where am I at? This is, okay, so you know what, this will be an easy place to go to. I will show you. Nope, wrong way. They also have so they also have this other thing called Boja, or Baja, however you want to pronounce it, and it's like kind of like a farming area. Like, people use it for farming right now. I'm not that far inside it just because like I don't have a lot of free time, but people have been in it constantly. What is why am I getting a chat spam? Pardon? Sticky knees? What? Is it because I'm a Lalafell? Okay, to be honest, the only reason why I'm a Lalafell is because I lost a bet with a friend. I'm actually an Aura, usually. But yeah, okay, so this is a place, it's part of a side story, but you can get what's called Relic Weapons, which are just basically fancy looking weapons. Like, this is actually one of my relics that I have so far. If you can see it glow. Well, I have it glamored over, but there's that. They're fancy, really nice looking weapons that you can get, and depending on how you want to like upgrade your gear or whatever, they can actually get pretty decent. They also have these. These are roulettes that you can do to get tomestones to get better gear. So you can gear up for the next expansion, or you can gear up for the next patch, because sometimes they do have a certain item level you have to be for certain dungeons, but it's not anything like outrageous. Like the last one I believe was like 495, let me look, 490, and I'm at 514, sorry. Yeah, I'm not usually a Lalafell. I do admit that, like, I did end up making a cute Lalafell, and I have, like, I think she's adorable, but I don't usually play Lalafell. I'm usually an Aura. So yeah, there's, like I said, there's, like, the relic weapons you can do. Let me go ahead and jump in here real quick so that I can show you. I think it's him that we talked to. Yes. So the badge in front, I'll go ahead and show you. I'm just gonna run around. I'm not gonna like engage in combat, but there are a lot of enemies. It's basically like a monster slaying place. They had a place like this called Eureka, which you can still do. It's kind of dead right now though, because a lot of people are coming in here because this is way better. So this is also another easy way you can level different jobs. I'm just gonna jump on a mount and just run around just to show you. So yeah, there's this, I think this is unlocked at the end game as well, yeah. So in the story, this is a place that's like literally like in a war right now. I don't know, is there an engagement nearby somewhere? There is, so I will show you. So they have these things called fates, or I think in here these are called engagements, but they're based off of basically what fates are in the game. And it's just a place where people can come together to take down an enemy. Who is spamming my chat? This is, sorry, yes, this is an online game. This is an MMORPG. This is a subscription-based MMORPG that Square Enix has put out. Oh, the engagement went away. I'm gonna have to go all the way around now. But yeah, and this is all in-game graphics. This is all, I mean, obviously in-game graphics. This is running on a PlayStation 4 Pro. It's all rainy right now, so you obviously can't see how decent the quality actually is. Am I gonna have to go all the way around, or am I able to climb up these? No, okay, so, that's the other thing, is that you can, farm for mounts, because there are a lot of mounts in this game that are rare. There are mounts that you can only get through high-end travel, like high-end duties or whatever. And then, there are different achievements you can try to get. This is a game, I'm gonna be honest, if you're a completionist, this is a game that you're not gonna be able to get like 100% done, because they're always adding new stuff. Oh, there's some people right there who are farming. Can't get too close to the enemies, because then I'll end up pulling them, and then I'll have to do battle. I'm trying to get to an engagement. I see one up there. Nice Eden mount. Oh, there's one right over here. You know what? Fine. We're gonna go over here and check it out. Just not get too close to the enemies. Ah, your leashes are so short here. Frick. Oh, there's nobody here. Okay, that's fun. So yeah, as you can see, I'm freaking dragging this. Yeah, this isn't turning out correctly. This is fun. Oh, there's other people coming over here. Thank you. Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna have to engage anyways. So yeah, this is a skirmish. I guess I'm gonna show you. So this actual skirmish is this Magitech laborer in the center right here. I'm trying to take care of the ads that I dragged in, but I'm also gonna have to pay attention to what the mechanics are for here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was fun. Okay, so people are helping. So yeah, skirmishes, basically people come together to take out an enemy or a group of enemies, and then they get rewarded for it. Normally they do it in groups, so me coming in here solo wasn't what you usually do. Because people will make groups like quickly and they'll continue on. I'm not the best as far as like covering like current game content goes as other people are. There are a lot of other people that are like on Twitch or on YouTube that you can find who do better than this. I do recommend like Mioni, Mr. Happy, ooh fuck. They're pretty informative at this. He's pretty informative. Ouch. There we go. We're getting close there, my dudes. What other games do I play? You have a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, so there are a lot of mechanics you need to look out for. I'm gonna end up returning though to the front just because I showed you that. That was one of the skirmishes. There are many of them. And if you do well, then you can do a duel, which is like a one-on-one with one of the bosses. There are other skirmishes that are like encounters or something like that, where you and a big group go and fight like a big boss. And then they have a special dungeon. Oh, thank you for the follow. So they have a special dungeon that is unlocked at level 10 that you could end up getting into if you do well with the skirmishes or whatever, but you can only, like, you're only gonna be able to unlock it if you actually like do stuff. So if you go around and you fight in skirmishes and battles. So there's that. That's always fun. You can end up doing. You can also end up doing, they have a collaboration going on. Yeah. They have a collaboration going on with Nier Automata. Yoko Taro ended up getting together with the Final Fantasy XIV team, and they have a collaboration. If I can show you. So these three up here are, they're part of the Alliance raid. These are only accessible after, I think, Shadowbringers. Either after or during Shadowbringers. Let me requirements. Level 80, so yeah, after Shadowbringers. So these are the collaborative alliance raids for those, and it's really cool because if you really like the Nier Automata games, you will have fun in those. I can attest to that because not only am I like a fan of Nier, I have a friend who is a huge fan of Nier, and the last alliance raid that we did, she had a blast. Like, she had like a bunch of fun with it. She was also singing along to one of the songs during the final boss, so she was like sitting there singing it like a Disney princess while like I was screaming and dying in the background with like all the chaos that was ensuing. As for other games that I play, I do play Genshin every now and again. I haven't been playing it recently just because I've been investing more of my time into Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV is probably one of the ones that I play more often as far as stuff goes on my channel. I have been wanting to play, more games though, so I probably will end up expanding more into other games, but for right now, Final Fantasy XIV is kind of like my main one. So, which is unfortunate. It doesn't make me all that popular because I'm uber obsessed with this game. So, other endgame content stuff that I could show you. Not exactly endgame content stuff, but they do have housing here if you're into that. So I will actually show you. I'll show you my FC room, and then I'll show you my house and my my friend's house that I ended up decorating. If you're into designing and stuff like that, they're pretty generous when it comes down to the stuff that you can use to decorate in here. You can also get like exclusive stuff from like different raids, different dungeons and different parts. This is my FC house. So free companies are kind of like guilds. So they ended up decorating this. This isn't me. Oh, yeah, so that's the other reason why I don't play Genshin as much, is because it's a gacha game. I will admit to putting money into the game and then like getting a little bit disappointed by certain aspects. It's not a game that's also like co-op friendly, and it's also not a game that's like console friendly, if you catch my drift. Like, I'm constantly having issues playing it. I mean, for what you get as far as a game, like a free game goes, it's decent. So yeah, this is all housing. This is designed by my FC members. Like, they got the different things and put it in this house and arranged it to look certain ways. It's pretty cool, not gonna lie. People get really creative with their house designs. Like, I'll even show you the upstairs area. So they have a music room over here. Like, if you click on the instruments they play. Oh, that's the light, okay. Oh, it's too far away. Let me jump over so I can click it. Yeah, gotcha games, that's how they get ya. Get it? Gotcha. Getcha. Okay, gotcha. I'm so dumb, I hate it. There's a library over here that they have. These things right here, you can actually watch cutscenes from different quests in the story. So that's cool. Yeah, more housing stuff. So let me go ahead and show you to my free company room, just to like kind of flex a little bit on my design skills. Did I go the right way? Oh, this is, oh shit. There's so many stuff in here though sometimes that like I get caught on stuff. This is my favorite room right here. It's like a bathroom or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, there's housing. So this is an FC house. This is basically a guild house. I'll go ahead and I'll show you an actual house here in a second after I show you my FC room. FCs are guilds, like I said, made of players. This house is owned by all of them. And then within the FC house, you can actually buy yourself a room, which is like, it's literally just one big room that you can decorate yourself. So this is my room. I decorated all of this. Yeah, it's a pretty obvious like pun to get into. I make a lot of dad jokes in my normal everyday life, so puns are like my go-tos. But yeah, I ended up like, this is the room that I ended up designing for my FC. This is my private quarters. I say private, but anybody has access to it. Like, you can actually adjust the settings. State setting. Oop, nope. Oh, yeah, and then you can also, this is for housing. You can actually like preview different pieces of furniture and stuff that you want in your house. You can customize the settings. Free company, estate, private quarters. See, it's my garden studio is what I call it. View room details. I have it public so anybody can come in here to look. So yeah, this is my FC room. A very woman's touch. Yeah, I'm a sucker for flowers and foliage and stuff. I'll show you my friend's house that I think it's this one. Yes, it's this one. My friend's house. I don't know why I teleported when she's only 2 blocks away. Again, I never claimed to be smart. My friend, she saw my FC room and she wanted me to design a house for her. So I ended up designing this house for her. She has it open for anybody to go and visit to look at for ideas or anything like that. But she's into like the witch aesthetic and she's a healer. So I wanted to work that into it or whatever. She designed the outside though. It's really cute. She's really into purple. So yeah, housing is also an option in this game. Let me let it load. It's taking a second. There we go. So I designed this house for her. She's really into the witch aesthetic and she's a healer. So I have a bunch of like healing areas and potions, and there's this cauldron here. I'm actually gonna go in first person view so that I can show you. So yeah, this is the top part that I designed. Like all of this I ended up putting down. Oop. You go downstairs. Oh, I'm just gonna zoom out again. All right. And yeah, this is yeah. I didn't start liking pink till like, because I'm actually quite a tomboy, but I didn't actually start liking pink till like I started getting into like more of the Japanese culture and stuff like that, and I'm obsessed with cherry blossoms just because like the way that they smell, the way that they look, the way that they like the way that they're significant to the culture and stuff like that. There's actually Nier music playing in the background because, like I said, she's a big Nier fan. But yeah, so I ended up designing this entire area, this entire house. Yeah, so like I said, she's really into the witchy aesthetic. So that's what I ended up giving her, is the witchy aesthetic. A lot of dark colors, a lot of dark purples, books over here. And yeah, this is all housing items that you can either get from just a market board, just from in the game. Like there's just 1.5 billion different places to get it. So yeah, that is definitely it's definitely a cool thing that they have in this game is housing. Like if you're really into like home design, interior design, or if you just like want a place to like call your own or whatever to customize housing. You can also get apartments that are available, which is very, very similar to like FC rooms, but you don't have to be in an FC. The only catch when it comes down to housing is that, like, especially whenever housing gets tight, you have to at least have like stepped foot in the actual like estate like every 45 days, I think it is. Like if you don't, then your house is like slated for like demolition, but they'll email you a warning with the email that you use to sign up with the game that your house is slated for demolition if you don't step foot in it. And like I said, it's literally just if you step foot in it, you come in, you sit here for a second, and then you can just leave, and that's like the timer will reset. Trying to. So more endgame content. So there is a place you can unlock pretty early in the game called the Golden Saucer, which is basically like a big casino that you can basically, there's a bunch of different games you could go in there to do. They have what's called gates, which are like really big like mini games you can play to get MGP, to get special prizes. And they do end up putting new prizes in the game quite often, actually. They just recently added some new prizes as well. Cherry blossoms are alright, but purple flowers, can't remember a specific name. Purple flowers, like lavender or orchids, or since I'm here, I may as well. So they also, for you to be able to like build up like little bit of MGP every day, you can actually purchase a mini cactus pot ticket is what it's called, and they're like little scratch offs. Got a 6, a 9. So the odds of me getting a 6 are, you know what, I'm gonna go for this one, because if I can get a, no, down. There we go. Damn it. Okay. It's not as good as I wanted it to be. You can purchase 3 of them every day, I believe. Oh, that one might be promising. Dang it. Got another 252. And then every week they have the Cactpot like lottery, which I will show you. Another 252. I mean, yeah. Okay. But yeah, you come here and you can do a bunch of mini games. Yeah, okay, so I have had I'm a huge fan of Japanese culture in general, but I cannot like deny that like anime and video games are definitely a big part of like a things for that. Oh, it's underway. Okay, so I will actually show you what one of these gates are real quick, because they just had one pop up. So gates are like big mini games that you can do to get extra MGP. This gate in particular isn't as console friendly as I would like it, but you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll try it. There's one that's shaped in the actual and shaped as an actual flower. Violets. Okay. I'm not the best at this, so if I fail, I'm sorry. Because I play on controller, so I don't actually have a mouse. This is literally me with the touchpad right here. No, let me get it. Oh, I got it. Whoa. I wasn't expecting to get it. Oh no, there's too many. Little bit. No, it went away. There's another yellow one over here. As long as I can get some of the blue ones. No, okay. You know, I'm still doing decent though. It depends on your play style. Honestly, like, I haven't played it on keyboard and mouse because, like, whenever I started playing this game, it was on the original PlayStation 4. So I'm too used to playing on a controller that if I went to try to play on a keyboard and mouse, I would probably fail at it, like, epically. But yeah, it's just a preference thing. I know I have some friends who are like, who think it's crazy that I play on console and I play with a controller. But it's, there are some aspects to this game that aren't like console friendly, especially when it comes down to like jump puzzles. If you're really into like jump puzzles, let me get it. Nice. That's actually not that bad score. That might actually be one of the best scores I got in a while. Yeah, I got an A at 1500 MGP. This game a console port, like. So, I think, like, okay, so this game was originally intended for PC, I believe, like in 1.0, but whenever they've re-released it as like in a ROM Reborn, they put it on console. And it's actually, this is cross-platform. So some of the people that are playing or whatever, oh, no, not them. That's a horrible name. Like this person is probably playing on PC right now because you cannot see the player ID. Whereas if you were to like choose me, you can see the online ID, which is Kaoru Takeda. So yeah, it is cross-platform. PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 Pro, PlayStation 5 now, obviously, and PC. You can, like, they can all play together. So I think originally it was intended to just be PC because I don't remember hearing 1.0 being on a console. But since I got some MGP, I'll show you the prize claim area. I went the wrong way. I am not great with directions. Okay, so let's just... It's one of my major failings is that, like, when it comes down to directions, I am horrible. Like, it's like that in real life, too. So I will show you the prize claims, because they do have some really nice, prizes that you can get. Okay, so prize claim. They have two different versions. They're constantly being, like, updated. Whenever it comes down to armor and different pieces of equipment, you can actually try it on ahead of time to see what it does look like. My character is naked, I'm sorry. Right. This is a white mage, conjurer weapon. So, I mean, these are just like different exclusive, like game items. They have bunny suit stuff. Because there are characters that walk around in bunny suits here, and you can actually get the bunny suits in here. Succubus thorns. This is basic stuff right here. This stuff doesn't really change too much. The real stuff is this right here. So these are different mounts that you can get with the MGP that you earn. Doing mini games, playing fates, or not playing fates, playing gates, I meant to say. Fenrir is is like a huge, like, ice wolf. It's really cool. Costs $1 million. These are different emotes up here that you can get. Different hairstyles. These are different minions. Minions are basically just, like, right here. You can see this is a minion right here. They're like little pet creatures that just follow you around in game. They don't really do much, but they're adorable to look at. And then the second prize claim, I think, is the one that has the, yeah. So you can get, golden saucer inspired weapons. Yeah, it's more of along the line that like I can't give good directions and I can't follow good directions. Like if I were to go like to a big city or whatever, I would be using GPS all the time. More outfits that you can get. Alright, and then this is the big prizes right here. So they do have what's called parasols, which are just literally just umbrellas or whatever. They're fashion accessories or what they're called. These are different mounts. This is another minion. These are more hairstyles, and then another emote. Orchestrion rules. So yeah, like there's a bunch of different things you can get. And that you can basically farm MGP for if you do it weekly. You can get MGP by, like I said, there's various different mini games you can do in here. I'll show you a couple. Other than gates, there are little mini games, as you can see in the far distance over there. This one isn't the best one, but there's a wide variety of them. They're pretty easy to do. But they give very little MGP. So this is basically like a crane game. Oh shoot. Did I get it? I did get it! Okay. Nice. Oh, well. Nope. I'm terrible at crane games. This is the first one that I found, and I just I wanted to show you a little mini game. They have a variety of mini games. They have one where you like have to like do like you have to punch like on time. There's this one over here. I think is the oh, okay. This is the one that I'm actually decent at, so I guess I'll show you. They do have Chocobo Racing as well, where you can basically race other players. Damn it, I was so close. So close. I'm gonna change my chat so that, okay. Woo! There's, like, when I say that there's, like, a bunch of stuff to do in this game, dang it, I missed. Like, this is, like, these are just, like, regular, like, casual stuff that you can do. I mean, like I said, there is, like, hardcore extreme stuff that you can, like, do for, like, raids. PvP, like, if you actually are able to get a footing into the PvP community, that's a thing that people get really serious about. The PvP in Final Fantasy XIV is not the best, though, I will warn you. Yay. So yeah, there's that. There's Chocobo Racing. Chocobos are some of the mounts that you can get in, or not like one of the mounts, but like it's a type of mount. It's a bird that you can ride in this game. Trying to, oh, okay, and then they have other things that you can do. Is that the mahjong over there? Cold saucer play. Yes, I think that is the mahjong stuff over there. They do have like different actual games that you can play, which are like mahjong. Oh no, that's the yeah, that's the cactpot. Ticket broke. Okay, actually, I'll go ahead and I'll show you. These are the lottery tickets that I was mentioning before. I usually just do random, but apparently there's a method to the madness that people. And basically, I think the drawing is every Saturday. Well, whoops. Not 100% sure, so I don't quote me on that. So yeah, there's just a bunch of stuff. If you join an FC, yeah, every Saturday at 10 p.m. So, if you join an FC, especially if you join a nice FC like I'm in, they're usually very helpful and they do a wide variety of things. This is the FC that I'm in. There isn't a lot of people online right now, but they're really nice. Let's go ahead and go to info so I can show you. It'll tell you what they focus on. So they do role-playing, leveling, casual, hardcore, dungeons. It looks like they do a lot of like everything. So it's a very active FC. They're constantly looking for new members. It's an open FC, so anybody can join if they want. So yeah. But there's a ton of different FCs out there. So, yeah, as far as like endgame content goes, like I said, like there's a bunch of stuff that you can do, and I'm only like brushing the surface because honestly, as far as endgame content goes, there's so much you can do. They also have Beast Tribe quests, which are other side content quests that you can do to get special exclusive items, to get leveled up, to get like achievement like titles. Like there's a lot of stuff to do in this game, which is one of the reasons why I love this game, because like even like I said, I haven't even scratched the surface of all the stuff that I can end up doing, because like you see, I don't even have like everything capped, and we're gonna have another expansion come out soon. If you get it capped, like if you get all of these capped, you can get an exclusive mount in the game. That also includes your crafters and gatherers as well though. So if you get everything capped to 80, you can get an exclusive mount. These are the Beast Tribe, like I said. I haven't done too many of those. Heaven's Ward I haven't finished. Stormblood I did finish though. So yeah, this is a game I actually like highly recommend to a lot of people. And I'm not being 100% biased as far as like the reason why I recommend it. I do know that there is this game does have its ups and its downs. There is a global cooldown, I think like a 2-second global cooldown that apparently everybody thinks is slow, but if you look at the different rotations, the different classes, there are moves that you can do to try to like you can use different abilities within that global cooldown that it won't make too much of a difference. Like the rotation that I have, like I have to hit a rotation in order to maximize my damage, and like my job is completely proc based, so it's like luck based basically. It's a fun job, and then, like if you're into tanking, like they have 4 different tanks. Then they each have their own, like they each have their own play style, their own like jobs, their own different like their strengths and their weaknesses. The only tank I don't have capped is Paladin, which is what I'm working on. But This is like the OG tank right here is warrior. My Todoroki axe. I make that joke, but it's not even my joke. It's not even my original joke, and I hate it. Dark Knight. Dark Knight was added in Heaven's Ward. And then Gunbreaker was added in Shadowbringers. I don't have a glowy sword for it yet. So, like I said, they're constantly adding new things to the game. And all of these classes are all on one character. Like, these are all, I mean, these are all my gear sets, but these are all that I have doing. So yeah, all of these are all on one character. And you can have, like, depending on which subscription you buy, you can have up to 8. You can have up to 8 characters in each server. So it's really nice as far as like how much they give you in this game. Like, it honestly makes this, like, getting the subscription every single month worth it, because I know that there's so much stuff in this game that you could do. So yeah, definitely recommend it. There are some people, like, I'm not, like, naive to think that this is, like, a game that, like, everybody wants to play. I know that there's some sort of stigma between, yeah, yeah, it's not actually called the Todoroki axe. I just call it that because, it's, like, the reoccurring joke, because the enemy that you fight against to get this, or that this is based off of, uses fire and ice. So this is actually a Zervan weapon. Where is it? Yeah, Axe of the Demon, which is Zervan. He uses fire and ice in his attacks. So naturally the weapons that you get that are based off of him have fire and ice around them. And it's really cool. Although I am a big fan of Todoroki and My Hero Academia, so yeah. Also, if you ever have played any of the Final Fantasy games, and you like the Final Fantasy games, this is definitely like one of those that you should play, because as like the story is probably one of the best Final Fantasy stories like I have played in a while, and that's saying something, because I played a lot of Final Fantasy games, and it's just getting better and better, because like they keep on going places you wouldn't expect as far as the plot goes. That's why, like, whatever you got in here, I told you that, like I said, like, I was crying for, like, the side story. Yeah, Todoroki is actually my favorite character as well. I like character development. I like characters that develop, like, in the story. You know, I'm a sucker for that. Which is one of the reasons why, 2 of the characters in here are twins, and they're my favorite characters, because you actually, like, you start out in the game with them, and then you see them grow throughout the game. Like, they are with you every step of the way, up until, like, the last expansion, up until, like, they're with you every step of the way. So you see them, like, you know, have these issues that they go and they persevere through. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, that's another strong point for this game, is that the characters in here are, like, you will fall in love with them if you're really into story. As far as plots go, like, this is definitely one of those games that you will definitely, like, if you immerse yourself in the story, if you, like, you know, get into it, like, the characters will steal your heart. Basically. To the point where, like I always call myself, like, a mother hen, because the 2 twins inside here, like, they're like a son and daughter to me. That's how much I love the characters. Let me see if I can go back to... Where was it at? It was in the logs, so maybe I think it was in this one. But yeah, like, and the other thing, whether or not you're like into like the sub versus dub like argument, the English voice acting in here after A Realm Reborn, mind you, after A Realm Reborn, is not bad. A Realm Reborn, they were kind of like establishing different characters and how you want the, like, they were establishing the lore of the game and all that, so I will give them a little bit of a pass. But they did end up getting like actual anime voice actors to voice the characters, and it was not, let's just say it wasn't the best performance. Everybody thinks that the voice actors they have now are good. One second, let me show you. So yeah, the characters in here are pretty, they're pretty nice and relatable. These are NPCs. You can actually go into dungeons with the NPCs of the game once you hit Shadowbringers. So that's always fun. They do, like, the only drawback is they do have, like, they do minimal damage output. Because canonically they're not supposed to be as strong as your character, so they do take a little bit of time, and they do have special quirks and abilities that are, I say quirks and we were just talking about My Hero Academia, gosh. They do have different skills and abilities that are different from actual players, but the way that they're programmed to mirror people who actually play these jobs. So like Alize will do red mage like jobs. I know Alpha Manoa says he's an academician, but he does a lot of scholar stuff as a healer. And Thinkerit is a gunbreaker. They do have unique abilities that are unique to them, but they will be playing in similar fashions to players. So what this does is that whenever you get into new content, and when you go through Shadowbringers, you don't actually have to wait too long for queues if you want to just like get in and get out, like without having to wait for people. And if you want to learn mechanics, because they will teach you the mechanics. They will show you how to go through the bosses of the dungeons. The only drawback is you can't use them for trials, because trials you need to do with actual people. So those are like big boss fights. Actually, there is there's a YouTuber that he just recently got into Final Fantasy XIV, and he used to play WoW. Give me 2 seconds, I'll pull up his video and put it in the chat. Like, I'll link it in the chat to show you. I watch him all the time. He does an update for the recent expansion, so you might not want to watch his Shadowbringers videos, but he does do a decent rundown of like someone who's just starting the game, who came over from another game. Here it is. First impression of Final Fantasy XIV. I need the link. I don't need the actual. So yeah, there's the link to the video that he has. It's his impressions on the game, his thoughts and overviews. He does a really good job with like the basics of the game and different things that you could get into the game, the pros and the cons. And he's been playing WoW for 15 years, and he switched over to Final Fantasy XIV. But he does pretty good content too, as far as like if you get to Shadowbringers. His content for Shadowbringers is great. So yeah, this is definitely a game I recommend to like it. There's a lot of things here for everybody. If you're not interested to like in the story, like I have a friend who plays this game. He literally, so what he does, he's not too interested in the story. He skips the MSQ, but he does like the gameplay of the game. So he will like do the trials. He'll go and he'll do like the side stories. As far as like the raids go, because they do have different raids. No, it's not. Like I said, it's a link to his video. You can trust me. But yeah, so as far as this game goes, like I said, I recommend it to a lot of people. If you want to play it just for the gameplay, just for the leveling experience, you can play it that way. If you play it for the story, it's got a lovely story, like one of the best stories I've had like in a while. It just builds and it builds, and it just keeps getting better and better, to the point where like Endwalker, they said, is gonna be basically the culmination of all of the story that we've had for like the last 10 years is gonna come to like it's gonna come to an end, but they're gonna start something new afterwards. So even though like the story that we know or whatever, like a certain part of our like the story that we know is gonna come to an end, there's gonna be something right after that that's gonna, you know, start anew. So they have big like they have big plans for the future. They're always constantly adding things, and not only that, they actually listen to the players. So if you've ever like heard about like some of the issues for WoW and Blizzard, is that like apparently Blizzard is kind of more in it for the money aspect. They don't really listen to the players too much. Whereas like a big example is, okay, so in this game we have belts. These belts don't really help as much as far as stats go. They're not visible on your character. Something new, interesting. Yeah, nobody knows what it is. They just have said, oh yeah, whenever 6.0 is over, like 6.0 is gonna be its own thing. It's gonna be, all of it is gonna be its own story. And then when 6.0 is over, 6.1 is gonna be something entirely new. And everybody's just like scratching their heads like, what could they possibly mean? But like, yeah, like I said, like the belts, they don't add much for stats. They don't show up on your character. Like they're just pointless, and everybody hates having belts in the game. They're taking belts away with the next expansion, because they're like, oh yeah, we've been hearing for a while that people don't like belts, so I guess we're gonna get rid of them. So so yeah, they're constantly listening to, you know, player feedback. They're constantly doing fixes on the game if there is a known issue. Like we had emergency maintenance done on all of our worlds recently, because like they have the open beta for the PlayStation 5 going on right now, and so obviously there might have been some hot fixes that needed to be done, or there might have been some glitches or whatever. Yeah, sorry, WoW is World of Warcraft. That's what people call it, just to save time. So yeah, like apparently Blizzard is kind of the opposite, where they don't really listen too much to what their players want. This is just from what I heard too, by the way. Like, I have a friend who has played WoW for like 10 years, I think. 10, 15 years. Like, thank you for the follow. He's been playing WoW for like 10, 15 years. And like, all the stories he tells me, yeah, no, that's fine. Basically, this other game that's like on the same scale as this game, they're like competitive towards each other. There's like a little bit of a bad blood, a little bit of a stigma between them, because the people of WoW think we're all weebs and nerds and people who are just like wanting to excuse my language, but fuck cat girls. But then over like here, like people think WoW players are all like rude and rash and like people who don't have a life and they're neats and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of a bad blood between them because nobody wants to admit like different parts of their game is worse than another part of the game. Pretty sure that if any Final Fantasy XIV players like watching me now, they're or at least some Final Fantasy XIV players or whatever, they do get sensitive over this game. I'm not one of those people. I like face the realities of this game. I know that there's bad things in this game, toxic players and all that, but I feel like that's with every game. So yeah, actually that's exactly like the bad blood between different games. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. I do have a my boyfriend does, he does, play a lot of different games, so he has told me about the drama between Call of Duty and Rainbow Siege 6, or 6 Siege, sorry. So, yeah, like, it's just because nobody wants to admit that their game is worse or better than the other game. And because Blizzard has been around for a long time and WoW kind of set the standards for MMOs, Final Fantasy XIV kind of just like saw the bad things about WoW and said, hey, let's not do that. So yeah, like there's always gonna be toxic people, toxic players in the world. In any fandom, actually, like any fandom, any place in the world, well, like I do have a little bit of a cynical view when it comes down to that aspect. Like I'm always like, yeah, there's toxic people, and it's kind of just how it is. There are toxic people in this game. So between, yeah, like again, there's just people want the other game to admit that their game is better and they refuse to, so there's like that little bit of like drama. But again, it's another like who cares kind of aspect. I don't really care about the drama between WoW and Final Fantasy XIV, though apparently it's a big thing in some communities, on different servers and with different people. So I would rather do without the drama. But life is not that perfect. But yeah, like this game, like I highly recommend this game. They're constantly doing things to like make the game better. They're constantly, you know, open for feedback, whether it's good or positive. They're always engaging with their players. They're always doing things to help their players, and then on top of that, they also try to meet their players' needs as best as they can. So they're constantly listening to what we want. So, and then like on top of that, they also like go above and beyond because some of the dev teams actually play this game themselves. So it's like, okay, like us as developers, like how would we want to play this game, or how would we want this game better, you know? Whereas like again, like I don't talk negative about WoW all the time, but like I said, like me personally, I had bad experiences in WoW because I had a lot of negativity thrown my way for being a new player. I would ask for help, or I would ask somebody what it meant, and they're like, oh, just look up the answer. Like, why didn't you just like search the answer on the internet? Or I would ask help over, I don't know, like an explanation over something. And they're like, why didn't you just like watch a guide on YouTube? Why didn't you just like, you know, study a guide? So I didn't really get a lot of help as a new player. Whereas whenever I joined Final Fantasy XIV, like you get a bunch of help if you just ask somebody. They also have a mentor system where different players in the game, if they meet certain criterias, I don't know what the criteria is now, but they basically, you can ask them questions and they'll help you as a mentor. Like it just means that they know a lot about the game. And they also do have this thing called the Mentor Hall, which basically shows you how to play your job. Like if you're a healer, it shows you what you're supposed to be looking out for in the game as a healer. And if you finish it, you actually get a decent piece of beginner's gear, like at a level 15 or something like that. So it's very beginner friendly. As far as like the mechanics go, this game teaches you the mechanics. Oh, thank you. Yeah, like I said, I've been playing this game for a while, so I do know quite a bit about this game. Just this game, like, specifically. And whenever it comes down to this game, like, I mean, I don't know a lot of, like, the technical part of it, just because I do play in console, so I don't have to deal with, like, some of the issues that PC has. As far as, like, you know, having to worry about latency or, like, worry about ping too much, because I'm just like, oh, well, this is just how it is whenever I'm playing console. But like, if you're planning on like trying it out, like go for it, honestly. Like, the free trial, like I said, you can play into Heavensward, like, you can play all the way through Heavensward, which is the first expansion. So you're literally getting, like, a third or a fourth of the game, like, in the free trial. They're very generous with the free trial. You are restricted in certain aspects, like, you can't have retainers, and you can't have, like, I think you can't own a house, but, like, all of that is, like, if you're just, like, focused on, like, seeing how it plays, seeing the story, you know, seeing if you would, like, be interested in the story, like, none of that stuff would matter. So, yeah, I do really recommend this game, like I said before. This is one of the, like, this is the first MMORPG I have gotten, like, serious about. And I plan on getting more serious with it, because, like I said, like, I've been, you know, trying to get better graphics, trying to do better as far as streaming goes, trying to, you know, do better in this game. As far as, like, learning how to tank, learning how to heal, getting my rotations down. Like, there's a lot of different aspects you can do in this game to be a better player. And I mean, and if you're just a casual player, you don't have to even worry about that stuff too much. I know it's kind of blasphemy, like, to say as far as, like, other Final Fantasy XIV players, but, like, honestly, if you just, like, cheese your moves and you just, like, barely do any, like, rotational stuff or whatever, you can still do, like, a decent amount of damage. So if I mess up my rotation, or if I'm not doing my rotation properly, it's not like I'm not doing damage. But I mean, it is recommended that you know how to play your game, like, play your job, and they are pretty generous with how you can learn how to do your job, because, like, they have this tab right here which is called actions and traits. It'll literally give you a description of what it does. And there are tons of people, like, on the internet who actually have guides to play it, like, how to play or level different classes. So yeah, no problem. Thank you for being so engaging. I like having engaging viewers. So I hope you get some good night's sleep. Thank you for, you know, being here. So I'm gonna continue with this quest, but yeah, I'm happy that you were able to learn some stuff. If you do get into this game, I really do recommend trying it, you know? So, thank you. Alright, where were we? Okay, so all of the, I'm trying to remember now what happened in the last quest. So I was, like, going on this whole thing. Alright, diamond weapon, alright. Speak with Avelina. Alright, we have a cutscene going on. I'll do my best to try to voice act now, because I've been talking a lot, so my voice is getting a little scruffy. Okay. Thank you for coming to meet me. I'm glad to see you're none the worse for your experiences. Actually, I've been meaning to show you this. Thanks to the Alamegan resistance, the monument to the fallen is complete. Though they may no longer be with us, We'll never forget them. This way, they'll always be a part of Turncliffe, and future generations will be reminded of the sacrifices that were made. You were always so kind to me, and now it's my turn to do the same for others. Evelina is absorbed in prayer. Now would be a good time to return to Severa. Ah. I mean, she was like a minor character in my brain, but like she had quite a bit of impact in this little side story. Oh, where am I going? Oh, it's pretty early. I'm kind of nocturnal because I work third shift, so it's like 6, almost 7 in the morning here for me. So I usually am up at this hour anyways because I usually sleep at like noon, so. So have sweet dreams. Have a nice day or night wherever you are. Right. I hope all is well with Evelina. Actually, while you were speaking with her, I received word that Gaius will be here soon. Alright, so I guess we wait for Gaius. Okay, he says the same thing. Wow, I've even got 3 thumbs up on this video, on this stream. That's crazy. I don't deserve it. I wish to see Allie. Would you send for her? Right as he comes, the freaking sun starts to set. Oh, he's so concerned. Hi, Sid. Whoa, her eyes. Is she blind now? Allie. Does she even recognize me? At first we thought the weapon's influence had caused this. But it seems there is more to it than that. The Kyrugians say that this is most likely the result of intense trauma. Her mind has been scarred, perhaps irrevocably. She boarded the diamond weapon with the intention of saving her brother. Little did she know that Valens had used the synthetic Orosite system to transform Alphonse into a living component of the machine. Ah, can I hug her? Then, when she boarded the diamond weapon, she finally learned the horrible truth. Gaius, hug your daughter. Jeez. I've never heard of anything so cruel. Just a moment. In each of the previous cases, pilots became fused with the weapon's core. So how was Allie able to escape a similar fate? That's one of the many things we're still looking into. There is no need. I already know the answer. It was Alphonse who kept her safe. In the end, I was unable to save your brother, my son. All they wanted was a place to call home, where they could live in peace. But after all the pain and hardship they endured, this is their reward? No, this is not the end of their story. I taught them the strong must lead the weak, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. And those who have suffered at the hands of the corrupt are beyond counting. Alphonse dreamed of a land without oppressors and the oppressed, where all may live as equals. Thanks to his sacrifice and that of his siblings, the cornerstones of such a nation have been laid. Milsandia, Raikon, Rex, Alphonse, and Ali, they risked everything to win the freedom of Warlet. And now, it has come to pass. I will see that their ideals are upheld. This I swear, as their father. The long and arduous process of rebuilding Warlet has begun. In the days to follow, I shall be working alongside the new government to create a place that people like Ali and Severa would be proud to call home. For so long, all that kept me alive was hate. But the time has come to cast it aside. I'm going with you. I'll only regret it if I don't. And while nothing I do can bring back the ones I've lost, I owe it to them to make the most of the life I've been given. Times change, people change, and it's just as well. We inventors would soon find ourselves out of work if everything stayed the same. If you have a need for my creations, just say the word. You know, guys, I could fill a book with all the things I've been meaning to say to you over the years. But what would be the point? What's done is done. There is one thing, though. If anyone can get through to Ali, it's you. She looks up to you the same way I did as a boy. Don't give up on her. It's nice to see this, like, difference in Gaius now. Like, honestly, I had this theory that, like, they didn't really think Gaius would be, like, coming back as a character. So whenever he quote-unquote died in Realm Reborn, I mean, that was supposed to be the end of him. I would not have made it this far without my constant companions, Valdulin and Severa. In fact, I believe she has a few words to share with you. Ali's probably not going to say anything. Nope. Okay. It has taken me a long time, too long, but I finally found a reason to live for the present, for the future. For all of my life, I've been searching for my place in the world. Everywhere I went, I was always on the outside looking in. But I've realized if we can't find one, we just have to make it ourselves. That's what I learned from Gaius' children. Despite everything, they never gave up, and neither will I. For now at least, My place is at Gaius' side. I'll follow him and see where this journey leads. And before I leave, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you chose to stand by us until the end. I hope we'll meet again one day. I must admit, the thought of returning to Warlet fills me with apprehension. As a half-Garlean and a formal Imperial soldier, it won't be easy to gain acceptance. But if they're willing to turn to Gaius Balsar of all people for help, anything's possible. All this time, I've been trying to convince myself that Gaius was every bit the villain I'd imagined him to be, the ruthless subjugator of nations, evil made flesh. But while many who fight under the banner of Garlemald are all that and worse, I realize now that Gaius was driven by his own notions of right and wrong, misguided as they were. Since then, he has turned his back on the Empire and its hateful doctrine. His guilt and anguish only strengthened his resolve. The day I spared his life, he was given a second chance to set right the wrongs he had committed, to become the man his children believed him to be. I was a father once, a husband. In many ways I still am, and even though they're no longer with me, I want to be someone they would be proud of. Now, I too have been given a chance to make a difference, in a land far from home. I'll never forget my past, but neither will I be beholden to it. When I meet the people of Warlet, I'll be sure to tell the tale of your bravery and compassion. May it grant them the strength to face the struggles ahead. Pray, go in peace, my friend. Though we were brought together under strange circumstances, Valdolin, Savura, and I will continue to work together, at least for the foreseeable future. Wow, they're laying it on thick, though. Wow, this has been so great. Like, this end. Oh my gosh, the kids. Well, here they are. These poor children. And who might these charming young men be? They were found in the 7th Legion's headquarters, in one of the few areas that escaped unscathed following the Diamond Weapons rampage. Perhaps that was Alphonse's intention? Do not be afraid. We mean you no harm. That's the thing on your forehead. My name is Gaius Balsar, and like Valens van Vero, I was once a legatus of the Garlean Empire. Though I believed I was fighting for a just cause, my conquests came at a terrible cost. Pray, forgive me, I do not mean to scare you. If you would lend me your ears, I have a story to tell. Poor children! A group of courageous young men and women, not so different from yourselves, stood up to protect their people from the tyranny of the Empire. They fought with everything they had, and finally, victory was theirs. But it came at a terrible price. As their father, I still struggle to come to terms with their sacrifice. And yet, they have entrusted the future to me, and I will stop at nothing to see their dream fulfilled. Even so, there is only so much one old soldier can achieve by himself. I would be honored to have your support in the days to come. At ease, lads. He's not as scary as he looks. And if he steps out of line, he'll have me to answer to. Though we were fortunate enough to escape the destruction of the castrum, they may have been injured while fleeing. Have the Kyrusians look them over and find a place for them to stay. Oh, then there was more of them too? Yeah, there were, okay. Valens is a creep. I'm kind of glad that he, is gone. It's really bad for me to say it. It's not, it makes me question my own sanity, but yeah. He was a creep. He was, doing bad things with these kids, and it's not... It seems the time has come for us to go our separate ways once more. I myself can scarcely believe that we were once bitter adversaries. My encounters with you have led me to question the very ideals I swore to uphold. What is strength? What is weakness? If those who grasp the reins of power are said to be the strong, then those who lack such power must therefore be the weak. For better or worse, however, we are far more complex creatures than that. I see now that true strength is not granted by others, but resides within us. Strength of character, of spirit, of resolve. Therein lies the power to cast off the shackles of oppression, to overcome any adversary, to stand firm in the face of impossible odds. That is the strength you possess. May it never leave you. And I'm going through all of this as a freaking Lalafell. I miss being an Aura. It seems I will have to summon all of the resolve I can muster, if I am to keep my promise to Alphonse. The process of establishing the independent governance of Werlyt is underway, and I will do all in my power to see it become everything my children dreamed and more. For the immediate future, we shall continue to work closely with the Alamegan resistance, whose role in the revolution cannot be understated. Sorry. That reminds me, if you are passing by Porta Praetoria, the soldiers stationed there wish to hear your version of events. Please give them my regards. I hope that when our paths cross again, I'll have glad tidings to share with you. Until next we meet. Blah, blah, blah. It's a genuine smile from him. This was a really nice chapter. Honestly, whoever wrote this last part, or just wrote this story in general, like, kudos. Like, I wasn't expecting to be actually, like, invested in this side story. Resistance officer reports. Oh, okay. Welcome back, Kaoru. Congratulations on another hard-earned victory. Ever since we first heard the news, I've been dying to hear exactly how it all unfolded. So, what can you tell me of this diamond weapon? Well, all of the sadness part of this story came from the diamond weapon. By Roger's beard, even for the Empire, that must be a new low. Those poor orphans. I can only pray that the citizens of Werlyt are able to enjoy the freedom that Gaius's wards gave their lives for. At the very least, we need no longer live in fear of the monstrous creations birthed by the Weapons Project. I shall add your account to our official report. Finally, on behalf of the Alamegan Resistance, and the whole of Eorzea for that matter, allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you. Wow. Oh, is there gonna be an ending cutscene? Give me that ending cutscene, give me that ending cutscene. Ouch. Watch it be voiced. That would throw me for a loop. Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon. Give them to Allie. Ooh, pretty. Oh! Oh no! Oh, this is so cute. What? Oh, this is so cute! Little Aura children. Oh my god. Ah, this is so adorable. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Projections from within the synthetic ore site. Oh, my stomach just started rumbling. I really hope my mic did not pick that up. Honestly, I wasn't planning on streaming this long. But obviously, I got hooked into talking about Final Fantasy XIV, and yeah. These are his memories. Their memories. Oh, the color is coming back into her eyes. At least I hope I hope they are. Oh gosh, this is so. Oh, this is so cute. I don't want to live in a world without you. That's why I'm going with you. No, not yet, Ellie. Now is not your time. Father still needs you. Please take care of him in our place. And if you're worried about Alphonse, don't be. He's got us for company. Oh god, I'm gonna cry. Holy shit, I'm crying. No, 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 no. We want you to see the new world for yourself. Fuck. We will be forever at your side, Ellie. Oh my god. I'm the only one left. But I'll never be alone. Fuck. Father. Was the sunrise scripted? I really hope it was, because that was perfect. Oh, it was definitely scripted. Look at that! Oh my god. This is so nice. Oh my god. I literally had like one or two single... Oh no. I had like one or two single tears like come down the side of my face like just a second ago. Oh my god. That was so great. That was so great. Oh my god. Who wrote that? I wouldn't be surprised if it's... Yes! I can... Oh. Oh. Dude. Wait, where? Where can I find it? I need to know. Tell me. Eden, Crystal Tower. Oh, okay, here it is. Oh, that is... I'm definitely gonna be replaying that, guys. You know I will. Jesus Christ. Oh, that was so good. That was so good and nice. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to end my stream though, because I have been streaming for so long. I have been streaming for way too long, my guys. Like, so yeah, that was actually a way longer stream than I thought. If you're watching this again, Dosifier, I think that's how you say your name, Dosifier. Dosifer. Thank you for engaging. That was having a very engaging conversation was nice. And any support I've had from anybody was really good. I appreciate the views and the likes and all that. So I'm gonna go. My character is completely covered. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right here. This was actually a really good chapter. I'm gonna have to end up replaying it, which I might end up uploading on YouTube if I end up doing a binge of the New Game Plus of this. Maybe that time around I'll actually do voice acting for everything now that I've got a better mic. So go ahead and end the stream here. Thank you guys. Have a lovely night or day or wherever you guys are. So catch me in the next video. Thank you.